far, many countries, including the UK, have signed on to the idea of foreign jihadi kill lists, but not Canada. So, is Canada doing the right thing? Joining me now for more on this, for his opinion, is Syed Soharwardy. Syed is a Calgary-based Imam who specializes in the prevention of radicalization of Canadian Muslim youth. He's also the founder of Muslims Against Terrorism. Syed, thank you once again for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
So, what do you think should be done with foreign fighters? Should they be deliberately killed on the battlefield by their country or brought back home to be rehabilitated?
It depends what crimes they have committed overseas, but definitely we should not be following the death squad mentality. But at the same time, these people went overseas, they fought for a terrorist organization, they have been trained how to use weapons, they might have committed crimes there, they might have killed many people there, innocent people there. So they need to be thoroughly investigated, interrogated, and their investigation and their interrogation should bring some information to our intelligence organizations who were behind their radicalization, who funded their travel, who facilitated their travel plans, and who gave them money. All those things are very, very important questions. And I've been asking Carol for quite some time that those people who have come back, almost 60 according to the media reports, came back to Canada. They are in our communities. They are walking on our streets. Fine, as long as our intelligence, our police, they know who they are, and they have thoroughly investigated them. And I think as a Canadian, I have the right. A Canadian has the right to know why they went there, who took them there, who radicalized them, who gave them weapons, who trained them, who funded them. I know a few cases where money was deposited in girls' account to travel to Syria and Iraq, but we do not know who deposited that money.
Do you think the Canadian government is making an effort at least to try to find out who all of the answers to the questions that you pose?
I'm not sure Canadian government is making any effort because we do not know. We have been asking this information for a long, long time. I have asked for a national inquiry into this mess because this is an issue of Canadian security and safety. This is the biggest threat that Canada faces today, and that threat needs to be handled and dealt with. And the best thing to deal with it, to find out those culprits behind the scene. Yes, we can capture a terrorist, we can kill a terrorist, and we can interrogate and investigate a person who fought for a terrorist organization. But what about those people who are behind the scene? There is a huge network, a recruitment network, a brainwashing network, funding and facilitation of their travel. And that has not been exposed yet. At least we do not know. These 60 people came back. What they investigated, we do not know. What information they provided to intelligence organization and police, we do not know. I think we have the right to know why they went and what they did over there. If they committed crime, why they were not tried in Canada.
Let me ask you this, in terms of the government's approach to reintegration. You've made part of your life's work to try to prevent jihadists and those who would endorse jihadism from getting their hands on some of the Muslim youth in this country, particularly in Calgary, where you practice. Can somebody who has committed those kinds of crimes, who's actually gone and fought for ISIS and as I say, committed terrible crimes, ever be reintegrated back into Canadian society successfully?
I do not know. It may be or maybe not. And the reason is those factors, those actors who are behind the scene working. What is the guarantee that somebody has been rehabilitated? Yes, we believe in that rehabilitation. But what is the guarantee that that person will not be radicalized again? And that is why it is very important to understand the ideology of hate that is being spread by some people, some networks across the world, not just in Canada, and recruit and brainwash these young people. So that network needs to be broken. Yes, ISIL is now contained. ISIL has been broken down quite a bit, but that network is not broken down. Those people, those who are brainwashing, those people who spread hate ideology, that is still exists. So that is my concern, that the approach that the government is taking, rehabilitation is fine. But with the rehabilitation, it comes to another aspect of the problem, and that issue is the behind the scene network, because those people have not been caught, those people have not been killed in the battlefield, those people live in behind the internet, behind social media, in our communities. Those people needs to be exposed and needs to be tried in the court of law, because they are the accessories of the terrorists.
All right, Syed Soharwardy, a Calgary-based Imam who specializes in prevention of radicalization of Canadian Muslim youth, also the founder of Muslims Against Terrorism. Thank you for your thoughts on this tonight.
Thank you very much for having me.